Hi, welcome to Vintage Base Camp in Louisville, Kentucky. Today we have a 1976 Scotty Serro interior trailer. Jay's been working on reframing the interior, adding structure to it to support the weight of the vending window, because these trailers had a solid core foam wrapped in 1/4 inch Luan with a little 1x structure. So we really had to stiffen up this wall so it would support the window. They swing open and they are self-locking, and they have two different locks, two different security locks. We will end up putting a power on here, drip caps, and then putting the original marker lights back on. The owner just has it parked. She'll be able to flip on all 12 marker lights, so it'll light up in the nighttime. It'll be independent of the tow vehicle, so that'll be a nice feature. It's going to have a lot of really interesting kind of retro features. Scotty built. We've got the hatches in, it's back from paint, we've got the axle on, we've got the tires on, the white walls, the rims, and all the puck lights are in. There's at least 12 in here, and then we put in two fantastic fans. We'll put in some LED rope lighting over the larger concession window. The cabinets are going in. They're going to have two beverage cooler refrigerators. Concession top over here. We've got all the electrical roughed in. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What we're doing as far as the electrical and plumbing and those updates. It'll have the typical kind of 3-tub sink and the hand washing sink. All the countertops will be kind of a retro. It's a Wilson Art product. It's called Betty. They discontinued it for a little bit and then they brought it back. It'll have the 50s style chrome edging, bar edging or countertop edging. We're putting in a couple little USB ports for the owner so they can charge their phone or something like that by each concession window, or in case they're using a Square or some kind of method like that for payment, they'll be able to plug in their device and be able to continue to use it. Very limited on the 110 outlets because the space is so small. We've got one over on this side, one over here, and then there'll be one on the front side of the trailer where all the mechanicals are at. These windows have been rebuilt, and then we added these drip caps. James, the cameraman, polished all these. We call him gold after he's done with them, but he's a good polisher. He knows what he's doing. Typical here, so you can see the service. We've got the little 4-gallon Bosch water heater. We've got our two 10-gallon tanks. We've got a gray and a freshwater basic water pump. Over here you got your battery box, you got your 50 amp service over here, your converter, water pump. Up here we just used the stock overhead foot locker and just added some doors and trimmed it out. Craig came up with this killer idea for a little cover because the sink will not always be used, so it adds more counter space to it. Battery disconnect down there. Again, this is a utility trailer, so all the 110 wires are run along the baseboards. We did add a kind of a down upper light for diffusing, in case they didn't want to have all the pockets going, so that adds a little light. When you pan to the left, you'll see the bar back. We made this so that it would fit like whiskey or bourbon bottles, wine bottles, and then have your beer glasses and wine glasses up there. This is a convection oven. She plans on making little cinnamon rolls and things like that in there, so it gets kind of hot, so we had to build that above the counter because it's a countertop, and then we just made a bracket to install it, and then you'll see the floor. We went with the VCT tile, laid really nicely. So we'll get out of here. You can see that there's two different zones for the lights and the fans. But The team worked really hard on this and they did a great job. Everybody that sees it loves it. So my hat's off to all the guys here at Vintage Base Camp. They knocked it out of the park again. Good job, guys.